Getting to know you.
All right, so we are continuing our Getting to Know You segment with our new freshman science teacher, Mrs. Reed. So, Mrs. Reed, do you have any hobbies?
I do. So I love to get outside as often as I can. So I do a lot of running. I also do quite a bit of hiking. I like working out. I do yoga. I like cooking. And I'm also interested in art. So I do some photography and painting as well.
So why did you go into teaching, and what are a few of your favorite things about it?
Yeah, so at my old position, I got to occasionally work with students on projects, and it was my favorite part of that job. So I wanted to find a career where I got to work with students more often. And that's my favorite part about being a teacher, is working with students and working with the other faculty here at North Point.
Well, that's awesome, and we're really glad to have you here. So what did you do before teaching?
Before I taught, I was doing research at the U of A. I worked in a nutrition lab doing clinical nutrition research.
Cool. So do you have any hidden talents that we can learn about?
Yeah, so I speak 2 languages in addition to English. I speak Hindi and Urdu.
That's really cool. Could you teach me how to introduce myself in Hindi?
Yeah, so you would say Mera Naam.
Mera Naam.
Then I'll say Mrs. Reed, hey. And you would say
Sofia, hey.
Very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, this was Mrs. Reed, our new freshman science teacher. Back to you in the studio.
Today we have a very special guest joining us, someone who is full of knowledge. So let's welcome in Mr. Smith. Yay!
My triumphant return.
Hi, Mr.
So
Smith.
excited. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Excellent.
Sit.
Oh, thank you very much.
So how have you been? We haven't seen you in a while.
Oh man, how have I been? You know, I'm not gonna lie. It's been crazy.
Absolutely.
It's been crazy teaching in the time of COVID. But I'm excited to be back teaching, even if it is virtual. I just love getting a chance to share my knowledge with students and hopefully inspire them to fall in love with learning like I have. And it's a challenge, but I think we're working. I think it is working, even though it's not perfect. I think it's working. I feel good about that.
I think it's working too, even though it's not ideal. So what do you teach here at North Point for the people that don't know?
Yeah, I teach AP US History, right? That's my baby, right? Advanced Placement US History. Love teaching it. That was my dream job, and I get to do it, so that's so exciting. I also teach College Prep US History, right? Trying to inspire kids to get college ready. And I also teach Film Studies as my elective.
AP US History, he's a great teacher at that. I can speak from personal experience.
Oh, thank you.
So, is tabletop happening this year?
Is tabletop happening this year? I don't think we had a lot of fun last year. There wasn't a whole lot of enthusiasm for it. So, of course we're bringing tabletop back. No, it was a blast last year. Everyone, who took part, everyone was so excited every time we did it. It trailed off as time went on, but, last year it started getting crazier as time went on. And so, and busier, but definitely bringing it back virtually. But we are bringing back Tabletop Club Tuesday, September 9th. I'm going to make sure you guys get a Google Classroom code. There's going to be a Zoom link in there. I'm going to have a call. I'm going to teach you guys how to play Dungeons & Dragons online, because I've been doing it for years and having a blast. So D&D online is something that is totally doable. It's done on the cheap, and it's storytelling, right? Write my own adventure. How about writing an adventure with all of your friends, where it becomes part of your memory forever? It's an incredible experience.
Look at that. It's virtual, and it's safe, and it goes with our school theme this year.
Look at that.
It's perfect. So why is history important?
Oh, why is history important? I mean, now you're asking the big questions, I think it all comes down to 2 things. One is the definition of history, right? The study of the past. Well, what's the past? Well, the past is everything that has happened in all of existence before this very moment right now.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And so if I'm studying the past, I'm studying all of existence before now, and there's always more of it, because right now there's more history. And I think it's so important, because by studying history, you get a better appreciation and understanding of the present, and you can make better predictions about the future. And I think that's a great and valuable skill to have.
I agree with that. I think everybody should have that skill. So I know you're a fan of Hamilton, and it just came on Disney Plus. So I bet there's more people who are fans of Hamilton. So what's your favorite song from Hamilton?
Oh, my favorite song from Hamilton? Oh, man, that's not fair. It's on spot, but I know it. All right. It is definitely I'll Be Back. Right. I am a big fan of villains. I'm a big fan of King George III. I love his musical interludes. I love belting those songs out in my car when no one else can hear me. So definitely I'll Be Back. That's my song.
Definitely think that song is a crowd favorite. So, do you have any any interesting facts about history or about someone in history that you don't usually get to teach about that you want to right now?
I definitely get to teach about Hamilton, which is really exciting. But, truth be told, in 5th grade, I actually was the star of a play in 5th grade called Frankly Franklin, and I think they should bring that back to Broadway, even though it's definitely a 5th grade school play. It definitely shouldn't be on Broadway, but I'll definitely play the lead. I will play Ben Franklin, and man, I could tell you so much about Ben Franklin. Like, he was born on Milk Street in Boston, and then he dropped out of elementary school when he was like 11, 12 years old. He's like, I know more than this stuff. I can read books. I'm actually like a 54-year-old man. And then he met like his wife like the first day he was there when he was like 12 and she was 14, but she was already married. And he was like, I'm gonna marry her. And then it's so interesting. And then bifocals, the lightning rod, so much stuff. And am I boring you?
Sorry, you done?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just kidding, guys.
What?
He is full of fun facts, and that was very interesting. I wasn't actually sleeping. I would never do that.
No.
Ever. Anyways, thank you so much, Mr. Smith, for joining us and giving those fun facts
Did you know
about...
he's the first Postmaster General?
Anyways, thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Smith, and those fun facts about Benjamin Franklin. Right? That's who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, that's who he's talking about. Okay, and that's all we have for you. So make sure you're checking your emails and your social media. Why? Because we're always on air, online, and on. Yeah.